then get back in their car and go back home. It's a nice day. Look at all the seagulls lifting off the beach. Where are they going? Why did they all decide to lift at one time and not go very far? What was that all about? This old building, the theater, Capitola, the owners of it have been given permission to tear it down and to build a hotel here in its place. You know, I walked by it a million times for 40 or 50 years and I always kind of loved it, thought of it as an historical monument. It's old, it's funky, it has a semicircular roof like a Quonset hut. I've watched quite a few movies inside of it over the years when it was still open and functioning as a theater, which is not anymore. And this morning as I'm walking around in the rain looking at things, I'm thinking to myself, gosh, next week might be the week that this thing gets crushed with a wrecking ball. So maybe I better stop now and photograph it while it's still standing. I think the last time I was in it, the roof was leaking, and my daughter and I watched a surf movie as the drips fell on her head and her lap. How appropriate that I should be filming it on a rainy day. It's a pretty good day to videotape a little bit of Capitola Village. There's not so many people, it's just not so busy today, the rain falling. Gosh, I wish I could have done this 40 years ago and still had the tape from 40 years back. Yeah, this is the main street, business street in Capitola Village, and then down along here, down the side street, San Jose Avenue, you have the Esplanade, and then of course the ocean. So there's San Jose Avenue, Esplanade. Soquel Creek at the mouth by the Stockton Street Bridge. Yeah, I sure like walking along this creek. Yeah, I walked this little stretch of Soquel Creek and I try to keep out of the mud puddles. Some portions of the walk are brick and stone. Others just mud. Stone, mud. When you leave Soquel Creek, near the mouth of the creek and across the creek from Shadowbrook, you suddenly pop out onto this neighborhood, Capitola Village neighborhood. And the rest of my normal hike that I do is just up through this quiet, lazy street that goes along the creek. No access to the creek. All the homes on the left side of the street, of course, are facing the creek. And they must have a pretty nice view. Now I am peering into Peary Park. It's the last little stretch of my hike that I normally do along Soquel Creek. And if I had an extra $1 million, I think I'd buy a house right here along Soquel Creek by Peary Park. Peary Park. I park my vehicle in that parking lot. That's where my hike along Soquel Creek frequently starts and always ends right there. I think a guy used to sleep here.